Hello, everybody. I'm Anastasia, and I am a human design reflector. And I live in Southern California currently. And, this first episode is just talking to you about why I'm here, how I plan to bring you value, and what I plan to talk about on this channel. Now, I'm starting this, I don't want to say on a whim, but kind of. Um, Let me give you a little bit of backstory. So, at some point last year, I discovered that I am a human design reflector, which is pretty rare considering that in human design, reflectors make up approximately 1 to 2% of the population. The things that make reflectors so unique is that reflectors do not have, they have only undefined centers. So all open, true empaths. And the more that I've learned about reflectors, the more that I resonate with. And to be honest, certain things about my life and kind of the way that I exist in the world just suddenly made sense um, in so many different ways. So, this whole series that I'm doing is because I started learning about being a reflector in human design things. And one of the things that make reflectors so unique is our ability to sample the energies around us, not only one on one, but in our community. We kind of take a sample of somebody's energy and we amplify it and reflect it back to them. So, this has happened to me in real life, even in my dating life. In my community, like if I'm around a community that doesn't feel good to me and, you know, I don't remove myself from that community, it really is like all consuming for me. Like that bad vibe goes deep. Um, Conversely, if I'm around an incredible community, positive, uplifting people, positive, uplifting friends, I feel it. Like if I'm around you and I feel good and I tell you that, like you've got to know that is just one of the highest compliments because I truly feel it. If I feel good around you, if I feel good in that community, it's a compliment. So anyway, that's one of the things that I learned. But part of being a reflector is reflector's ability to kind of pick up what the community is struggling with, or like to make sense of what the community needs in order to like be more whole, I guess is the word. What the community needs or what the individual needs to step into, to like realign and recalibrate to the highest version of themselves. So when I have been learning about reflectors, one of the phrases that comes up is the canary in the coal mine. And it's speaking to a reflector's ability to be like, yes, something wrong is going on here. And oftentimes other people won't pick up on it. Other people maybe haven't realized it yet or don't see it like you see it. And so I have been in multiple situations where I've been like, this just doesn't feel right. This just doesn't feel right. And it's not sometimes even until like months, a year later, that people are like, yeah, that was not right. I'm like, I know. So, another really interesting trait about being a reflector that I've been learning is the reflector's ability to pick up on like messages for the community, messages for the collective that will help the collective kind of reach the next level of their, transformation. And I have also experienced this really strongly. And I'm going to try my best to explain what it feels like for me because I'm sure this presents itself in reflectors differently. I don't ever want somebody to hear me talk about reflectors knowing they are a reflector and being like, oh, that doesn't make sense for me. It really is different for all of us. But for me, there are, periods of time where I'll be like, I don't know how it works, honestly. I think I intuitively pick up on cues. I pick up on like energy. I pick up on all sorts of things. in my general community, and I'll find themes and I'll find patterns, and I can't even really tell you how I do it, but I'll just kind of know and also feel that this is a gap in knowledge, or like this is a blind spot for my community, or for the people around me. Or I'll notice like, multiple people are sharing this specific message or going through this specific thing. Or sometimes I feel really heavy. Um, or sometimes let me try to explain this. Sometimes I will, if this is resonating with anybody, please add in the comments like, hey, me too. I totally get it. Like that would feel really good for me. Um, okay. Sometimes I'll also feel for almost no reason. Like, let's say I had an incredible day. Things only went great that day. Like I had such a full, beautiful day. But even at the end of the day, I'm like, I've just kind of been carrying this small sadness within me all day, even though my day's been great. And sometimes I just can't explain it, can't put my finger on it. There's nothing specifically that happened to me to make me even feel this way, but I'll still feel it. And undoubtedly, when I share, because I'm also a brand storyteller and a brand voice coach, I help people make sense of what their movement is, their mission, their vision. And I help give them the language they need to truly step into their highest self. It is also one of my gifts. So let's say I feel this small sadness. I will write, a heartfelt, soulful piece on, my social media, and it'll sound something like this. Hey, have you been feeling like there's just too much on your plate? Hold that with grace, because the world will tell you that you're behind. The world will tell you you're not going fast enough. The world might step on the back of your shoe and try to make you hurry up. But I want to encourage you, whatever you're feeling right now, I want you to hold that with so much love and so much grace. And you're doing the best that you can. Don't rush this. Take your time. And it truly is, it could also be a message for me, but it really is just like, I feel like someone needs to hear this. And undoubtedly, those are the messages and posts that resonate the most with people. All that to say, this is why I'm here, and I'm going to create a series of these messages for you. So every week, check back here, and I will share with you the message that I feel is coming through to me at that time. And sometimes it might be multiple times a week, but for now, I'm thinking once a week, I will come on here and share. You can also find me on Instagram at Anastasia RJD. That is me. And I share a lot there. Like every single day, I'm all up in my stories. I love stories. I'm in my DMs. I'll send you a voice memo. But yeah, I am your resident reflector, and I am here to help you in any way that I can.